It's being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Of check in for Milwaukee.
Looking now at Rajon Rondo. This is the kind of play they love to see from him when he's just controlling things out there. First in assists. And he's in the top 10 in steals per game as well. So this is a guy who you have to be aware of when you've got the ball in your hands.
And you know, you threw his #1 assist ranking out there, Steve, and what's really impressive is that not only is he creative, but he's a willing passer. The guy wants to give it up, and he really makes it easy for his teammates to score because he's so good at giving them the ball in ideal position.
5 to shoot. Here's Thornton, and that one hits back iron.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And Thornton, a 6'4" guard, but you'll never confuse him for a point guard. A volume shooter from the moment he takes the floor. He's looking to put points up in a hurry, and he can do just that. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And Long with the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Celtics trail by 14. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Rondo, good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Law, the pass to Henson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Henson's got 7 points.
You know, they've been doing an excellent job, Kevin, on the offensive boards here, keeping the ball alive and then converting those second chances when they get them.
And Thornton kicks to Green. Pass to Rondo. Left side Rondo. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Long. And his old high school coach is an attendee at today's game, Clark. I believe they still stay in close contact, even though he's now in the NBA.
And, you know, you always have to keep perspective by remembering where you came from, no matter what you're doing, but certainly in the NBA. And it's nice to see that he does that by still staying in touch with his old coach.
Rondo dishes to Thornton. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Thornton's got his 2nd basket of the game.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside. Agreed.
As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Long, good. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Thornton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And when you talk about his scoring, Kevin, I mean, with the defense trying to pressure him, I thought he did a really nice job of getting them to overcommit. And you know, that's how he got himself to the free throw line. Great last-second decision to pull that shot back and make the feed instead.
Here's Long. No good on the buzzer beater. Welcome back, everyone, to Lopsided First Quarter. Tune swap here for Milwaukee. Boston making some changes. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Rockets in Houston.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shots. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Long in a 2-guard. Sanders out there with Parker. Then it's Mayo. And it's Walters in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Mayo kicks to Long. No good from outside.
Well, I think they've lost their aggressiveness a little bit. They're not getting fouled and going to the line.
Well, you know, that's an excellent point you make there, Steve, but we got to be careful not to nitpick here. I mean, they do still have the lead, and that's an advantage they'd be wise to continue to press forward on.
In low to Sanders. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. He can complete plays off pick and rolls. His explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
And for Larry Sanders, you know, he's not the most effective player in isolation situation, but supposedly he's been working to expand his offensive repertoire, focusing on his mid-range shot and driving to the basket. We'll see if the fruit shows up in his work.
Puts it up from 12, and with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Rondo.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Outside, Green. Outside, Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. With some art, the shot no good. The clock runs out.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Brent.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing, but just
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
all right. You're
Here for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Sanders. Antetokounmpo comes in for Henson. Jared Bayless is checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Brandon Knight in for Walters. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Sullinger. Wallace comes in for Brandon Bass. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Green. And Smart's up in for Marcus Thornton. On the court for the Celtics. Wallace out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Smart, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Turner in at the small forward. Dubs checked in for Milwaukee. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Celtics. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Rajon Rondo has gone from the young star understudy to the leadership role. Former teammate The Truth, Paul Pierce, said Rondo is mature. He understood what was coming. Before he had me and KG to lean on. Now he's the guy. He's the captain. I think he's ready. A great endorsement from a terrific leader in his own right. Gentlemen.
High praise, Doris. Thanks.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Law. Celtics trail by 5. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rondo wide open. The three-pointer is right on target. Rondo's got 6 in the quarter. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Law. He's covered by Rondo. And that one's good. Parker. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up, scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
Law in at point guard. Parker out there with Sanders. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Law kicks to Knight. The Bucks working the ball around. Law, the pass to Knight. And too long on the shot.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Here's Law. Nails the 16-footer. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Rondo. Down low. And Bass kicks to Smart. To the inside. Makes it off the glass.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Talk about great numbers for Dub. 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Henson's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Mayo in for Brandon Knight. Then for the Celtics, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Turner. And it's Thornton in for Smart.
Well, it's been said about Rajon Rondo that he's the smartest guy in the room and also might be the most stubborn. He's got a terrific IQ for the game.
That's the way to make the free ones count.
Doesn't take away from his greatness. He's a winner.
And then for Boston, Wallace comes in for Sullinger. And Turner's subbed in for Brandon Bass. Law dishes to Parker. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jared Sullinger comes in for Gerald Wallace. And Brandon Bass subbed in for Jeff Green. Celtics trail by 3.
And Rondo has said he'd like to be a coach when his playing days are done, despite his dust-ups with former coach Doc Rivers. He says he studied his ways and learned a lot from him. Definitely a lot of respect there.
Boston, no good that time either.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
Mayo, the pass to Sanders. To the inside. Here's Law. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and 1.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Rondo kicks to Sullinger.
Well, Sullinger has been great. He's got 16 points, and the additional offense he's provided from the line, big impact.
Yeah, major impact. I mean, a good chunk of their scoring has come straight from his work at the foul line.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
That's the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Rondo. Passes it to Sullinger. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The Celtics making a switch here. Balls is checked in. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Time running low here. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul him right away.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Jay, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Wallace. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Turner dishes to Rondo, and here's Thornton outside. And Henson pulls it down.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Turner. Gets the three to fall.